Hi, I'm Dr. Mike Jones, and you are watching Let's Talk. Delane-Williams, CEO and founder of American High School, is making a historical step for education and tech as the only Black woman in the country to create an online virtual school for grades K through 12, according to Black Business Reports. COVID-19 is causing schools and systems everywhere to lean into her experience. Let's talk about how you had the foresight and the ingenuity years ago to build an online learning platform for the global education community pre-COVID. What motivated you to create American High School almost 20 years ago?
Yes, exactly. About 20 years ago. Actually, the online school began as an online college. So we were working with a client and they wanted to put their college classes online and they were building it pretty much from scratch. And so I was part of one of the people that was working with them on a team to build this online college. And while we were doing that, I started sensing that there was a need for, an online high school, just for the mere fact that the classes that were in the online college, they had to be classes that seniors and juniors would have to take. And if they were homeschooled, how could they, get that help that they needed if they're being homeschooled? So with certified teachers that they were having in the online college, I said the same premise can be for the online high school, because parents, when it comes to statistics and, chemistry and, all those other upper level classes, they would probably need help. I know I did. I couldn't help my kids, with those level, with those classes back then. And so that was really the need for creating it and putting it online. So
Very
that's kind
good.
of where it started. Yes.
Excellent, excellent, and some extraordinary work you've done. Now you're extended all over the world, internationally, throughout the global education community, and certainly in light of this global pandemic, coronavirus or COVID-19, which has flipped our educational world upside down, if you will. I think that this is a perfect time for us to glean from the likes of people as yourself who have held this work of virtual online formats for some time. So while we might be new to it, you are not new to it.
This COVID, situation has really been the paradigm shift that we've been waiting for in online education for a long time. We didn't think it would happen quite so fast like it is, but this is exactly what I've been waiting probably 20 years for it to be accepted, for it to be the way that students are learning, because it's innovative, it's engaging, it's immersed, they're immersed in the technology. That's how they're going to learn, be able to be prepared for the workforce. So, I mean, it's exciting times right now,
That's
and
amazing.
yeah, it's giving us a lot of opportunity to work with schools and districts and expand internationally, because so many, well, the whole world is, stricken with this, and so all of these organizations and parents and institutions that want to be able to offer online learning because they cannot go to a brick and mortar are coming to us.
Very good. And certainly I do understand as an instructional leader myself in the public education sector that there are woes of the virtual learning platform, right? From the perspective of a teacher, as well as parents who have quote unquote become teachers of their students at home. So their house has become the schoolhouse, if you will. And so I'm interested in you helping us to address the rigor, relevance, and relationship that are offered through the virtual platform. And what's your response to that in terms of those constituencies who feel that this is not serving those three well on the virtual platform as opposed to the in-person setting?
Well, I mean,
That
the
was a
way that
mouthful, by the way.
it's okay, it's good, it's good. Um, no, what's happening now is that because the schools and the districts were forced to offer this solution to kids without really any, forethought into how they're going to do it, what they're going to do. What you're seeing now in terms of distance learning and online that the schools and districts are offering is not distance learning. It's not online learning. It's not Zoom meetings. It's Zoom fatigue. These kids are in front of the computers for 6, 7 hours a day. That's not how you're supposed to really be able to engage the students, by just having them in front of a computer all day long, because they should be able to have that flexibility to be able to work when they want to work, kind of the way our school works, work when they want to work, so it's conducive for their learning style, because not all kids learn the same way. Being able to work in an online environment is something that takes, you can't just be we can't be a traditional school, us as online, overnight. Just as a traditional school cannot become an online school overnight. So I think a lot of things are going to be happening in this next quarter, 2 quarters, as they prepare for fall. I mean, even though we're in spring now, I mean, fall, summer and fall, they have a lot of things to do to make decisions for next year. They're not going to be able to continue, and the kids are not going to necessarily go back either. This shift that we're seeing right now is going to give parents, or has given parents, the thought of, maybe this is better for my child. So the norm that we had before, going back to traditional school, is not what we're going to see moving forward into the next quarter, 2 quarter, next years to come. This shift is making virtual learning a reality.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more educational news, exclusive interviews, and more.